This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Hey, there he is, the man, the myth, the legend that is Omar Kelly. And by the way, congratulations on the award. Very
Thank
nice.
you. I appreciate that.
Award you had no idea you won when I reached out to you and said, congratulations on the honor. He's like, what honor? And seriously? And then I had to send you the link on the honor you won. What the hell is wrong with you?
You know what it is? I actually was told about it maybe 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. And I was struggling to understand where it came from because I never, you know how these things work. Like you submit for something or, you know, maybe somebody nominates you and I never submit for anything. And I don't have any interest in anybody nominating me. I'm just not an award person. But as my best friend told me, we need to learn how to accept our flowers. And
Sure.
I'm not very graceful at accepting my flowers, nor am I comfortable with it. So thank you. I appreciate that. I did have no idea what you were talking about when you did text me. You were first person.
And by the way, and well, you know, I got nothing but love for you. He's Omar Kelly, by the way, has won the National Sports Media Association Award for South Florida. The NFL columnist Omar Kelly as the 2021 Florida Sports Writer of the Year. It is the first time he's received the award, and Kelly continues covering the Miami Dolphins for the newspaper, and that's, of course, our boy Glenn Gable, who does the South Florida sports coverage and does a really good job with that, keeping up with all of the local South Florida news. You can actually check it out on Twitter and follow it. That way you can keep up with all of the stuff that goes on. So congratulations, bro. Well-deserved.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. So now you've been stirring crap up now with
is that how we're gonna put it? That I'm stirring crap up?
Well, I'm just saying.
I don't look at this.
You're stirring crap up now, right? So now you're officially no longer a Tua guy. That's it.
No.
No, you can't have it.
No.
I heard your show.
No. I do not share those opinions. What I am doing.
You just told Dave Hyde that they picked the wrong quarterback. I heard.
No, they did pick the wrong quarterback. I'm sorry.
So then that's it. You're off. You can't.
No.
You can't have it both ways.
You cannot look at Justin Herbert, who is a plus in size, who is a plus in arm strength, plus in athleticism. Tell me the plus that Tua has. Evaluating
accuracy.
Okay, plus.
Yeah, ball placement.
That's accuracy. But
no, ball placement and accuracy are two different things.
No.
Ball placement and accuracy are two different things.
Anticipation.
You can be accurate. You can be accurate and hit. But to know where you want to put the ball at times, that's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, I mean,
anticipatory skills
anticipatory defense reading. Those are all in one category. There are 5 categories. There are 10 really, but 5 important categories that quarterback evaluators look for and evaluate these quarterbacks. You're right. Tua is a plus in that one prong of a category. And I missed 2 because I saw Herbert and I didn't see that player that I see in the NFL.
No, and Cristobal's system, he never looked like
that. And I heard that as well.
He never even had any. He doesn't have any moments in his career so far that are like, you know, oh, I elevated this team with my arm and I won this game and all that in Oregon. In Oregon, he had no moments like that. None.
You're correct.
He didn't beat anybody or anything.
People will say it was the players that he played around. But listen, you cannot deny that he's a plus on size. Yeah. He's a plus on arm strength. He's a plus on athleticism.
Physically, he's awesome. But I've seen plenty of physical guys like that, and they're failures in the league.
Okay. And
so it doesn't matter. That part doesn't matter to me.
Hold on. Let's revisit the 2020 draft because, again, I wanted Tua over Herbert.
But that's not what you're saying now.
No.
No,
I am
you're
saying
saying
they
now
were.
the Dolphins cannot succeed with Tua.
Who said
That
that?
is what you're writing now.
Who said that?
That's
No, I
what you're.
didn't. No, I didn't. No,
You
no, wait a
just
minute.
told. You just admitted that they took the wrong quarterback. Okay,
Yes.
and that they have an unbelievable commitment to him. So you're not believing.
Let me ask you a
Tua.
question. Let me ask you a question.
If you think that it's unrealistic, the dedication that they have to Tua, then you're saying, dude, you got to either crap or get off the pot.
No,
Dude.
no, no, no. I am saying
You
what
can't
I
have
wrote.
both. You
What
can't
I
have
wrote.
both. Bro.
Hold on, hold on. What I wrote.
Can the Dolphins win a Super Bowl with Tua? Yes or no?
No.
Then that's it. You're off.
All
so
right.
if he succeeds from here, you're off. You're not a Tua. You're not believing in Tua anymore. Then
I believe that he's going to be.
I just asked you.
I have never said that he was going to win a Super Bowl. Trust me.
What the hell you drafted him for? What are you drafting him for?
Because he's going to be my hope and goal and vision for Tua is for him to become a top 10 quarterback in this league.
I don't care. I don't care about that. I want a Super Bowl, dude.
Yeah, well, too many factors have to happen for you to win a Super Bowl, and there are too many crappy people around the organization.
Joe Flacco wasn't top 10, and Johnson wasn't top 10.
Hold on. Joe Flacco. Okay. No. Don't do Joe Flacco like that. When Joe Flacco won a Super Bowl, he was a top 10-ish quarterback. Maybe 12.
During the playoffs, he went 11 touchdowns and no interceptions.
Don't disrespect Joe Flacco like that.
Hold on a sec. Yeah, but I give Caldwell the credit because when he had Cam Cameron, he wasn't getting it done.
Okay, whatever.
He wasn't all world and he wasn't all top 10 with Cam Cameron, my man.
In the NFL, when he was winning Super Bowls, was a top 10 quarterback in this league. He got a $100 million deal. You don't get those unless you're a top 10 quarterback. At that time, when they weren't giving them.
What I want to know is how much money did he give Jim Caldwell out of that $100 million? Because Jim Caldwell got him that money.
Listen,
all right,
if you're so big on Jim Caldwell, you should be calling people to make sure he's
This is why I tell you that the Dolphins' issues have been with coaching. Because you can look at Flacco with Caldwell or without Caldwell. Okay?
So
when they actually get real offensive coaches here, then we'll be able to actually measure some of these players. But now it's official. You're not on the Tua bandwagon.
If for me to be on the Tua bandwagon, I need to say he's going to win the Super Bowl.
No. There's no for me. You're off.
Okay.
You've been off.
All right.
You're done. You're done.
I'm kicked off. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
there's no doubt we've kicked your ass right out of the Tua bandwagon.
I do not deserve my Tua non-membership.
Okay, fine. That's it. There's no problem with that. Poupart isn't on the Tua bandwagon.
No, Poupart.
Shad isn't on the Tua bandwagon. I think it's only me and Cam left on the Tua bandwagon.
Cam who? Wolf?
Yeah.
Cam Wolf ain't on a Tua bandwagon. Cam Wolf is not a Tua believer.
That's what he says here.
No, okay, ask him again.
All the time.
I watched the national championship with Cam and Saf and some friends, and we sat here, all of us, making jokes about Tua.
Okay, good. I'm glad you're giving me that information because we got Cam on at 12:30.
All right, listen. We sat and
your ass out. We'll kick his ass out too.
And all of the jokes were fair, and they were about arm strength. And these are the same things that his teammates joke about, and he gets talked about and mocked.
I know. I saw the Xavier Howard quote you had in the newspaper.
It was not from Xavier Howard. Don't do me like that, Big O. Don't do me like that. Xavier is in Paris. He's enjoying his vacation with his wife.
And he took the time to comment from Paris?
Listen.
From Paris?
Listen, when I wrote the article, he was in transit. Don't even do him like that. But trust me, there are a lot of players on that team who are not as sold on Tua as supposedly this organization, which I don't necessarily believe. Because this is what you say to say. I think it's wrong. This is what you say when Deshaun Watson says, I don't want to be with you no more. Then you say, well, I don't want to be with you either. I got a girl. My girl is fly. I love her.
Okay, so why is it so it's wrong for Baltimore to commit to Lamar Jackson?
No, Lamar Jackson's a top 10 quarterback, the MVP of the league.
Can't pass. All you can do is run around.
Is he an MVP or not?
And finally,
is he an MVP or not?
Yeah, that doesn't mean
yes or no. Say the word.
Hey, what does the MVP do in the playoffs?
Say the word.
No.
Is he an MVP or not?
What does the MVP do in the playoffs?
Is he an MVP or not?
No, he's not. MVP.
He won the award. How is he not?
I don't care. I don't care if he's won the award. The award means nothing to me,
he's
bro.
He won the award. It's given to him.
Nothing to me, bro. Half the sports writers in this country actually think he's a really good quarterback or something. They know nothing. They know nothing about him.
He's a good player. He's not a good quarterback.
He's a hell of a talent. He's a great talent.
I agree with you. He's not my style of quarterback.
And he pees in his pants every time he gets to the playoffs.
He was injured this year.
Because when you get to the playoffs, big boys need to play quarterback. And it doesn't matter if you can throw it 100 yards like he can, but he has no accuracy.
Colin Kaepernick.
He has no ball placement.
Colin Kaepernick took a team to the Super Bowl playing the same style. Colin Kaepernick took a team to the Super Bowl playing the same style.
Oh, please. Peyton Manning won a Super Bowl without being able to throw 10 yards. I mean, I can play this game with you all day.
He can throw 10. He couldn't throw 20.
My ugly ass has got 55 years of football inside of me. So let's go. I got it all. Let's go.
Listen,
you give me that.
Admit Peyton could throw 10 yards. Admit Peyton could throw 10 yards.
Brad Johnson won a Super Bowl, bro. I can win a Super Bowl with Tua. Of course I can win a Super Bowl with Tua. Hells to the you can win a Super Bowl with Tua.
Listen,
but you need coaching and you need a line. You need an offensive coordinator.
No question. And a running game and a defense and big receivers
and now that flows out of here, watch you get a running back now.
And a perfect team. Yes, you can win the Super Bowl. Yes. When
they win the Super Bowl, you're not on the Tua bandwagon. I just want you to know that.
Okay, I only spent 18 months advocating for the draft.
That's right, and we're putting your ass in a little Tonka trunk in the back.
I got kicked out.
Tied to it, and we'll drag your ass from 8 miles away. Okay, you're way off the bandwagon now.
I believe that the young man he is an NFL starter. There's no discussion that he's an NFL starter. No question.
Oh, we've made some progress.
Stop it. I believe that he can potentially become a upper echelon, maybe a top 10 quarterback in this league in 2023. It's always been my prediction.
This is what they do to try to cover themselves when they
no.
away. When Tua is successful, he's going to say, remember, I know I said I didn't, but remember I told you there's a chance he could be a top 10.
Let me say something. I have spent 14 years being an advocate for the players on that team in terms of issues that they have, things that they want, stances that they take, people getting contracts, people getting extensions. That's what I've done for 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
I have been fighting a very uphill battle regarding Tua with his teammates for going back to last season when he was replaced as a starter. First thing I wrote was, team does not support it. They feel like Fitz got robbed. This goes against everything that we believe in.
At that moment, Fitz was the better player, and the chance gives you the better chance to win. Of course,
if they lined up head to head, if a healthy Fitz, which is not the case, if a healthy Fitz lined up head to head with the Washington Redskins, who do you think, and Tua had this team, who do you think would win? Who do you think would be the better quarterback on the field?
Oh, well, okay, do I have Sean Payton as my coach?
No. No.
Let's play the game the right way now. Let me put Tua in New Orleans, and I kick Fitzpatrick
you put Tua in
the
New Orleans
ass,
Listen.
and I send them somewhere else on the other side of the world. Give me Sean Payton and
no question.
Patrick's ass.
Tua
10 out of 10 times.
You put Tua in New Orleans in a dome with Sean Payton. he will be a top 10 quarterback if he can stay healthy.
Open air stadium. I don't
No,
care.
no open air.
Give me a real coach with a real O-line and a running back, and it's over. And the kid is fine. I watched him in Alabama with a real
it's not
line,
the same quarterback
a
at
real
Alabama.
team.
It is not the
Why
same
not?
quarterback at Alabama.
Of course, he's not the same quarterback. It's Saban and his staff.
No.
It's not.
That hip injury, and I'm looking into it a little bit more. From what I understand from quarterbacks, and I wish I could read you some of the stuff that I have on my phone, but I'm doing the interview on my phone. Actually, you know, I pull up from my computer. I wish I could read you some of the stuff that I'm learning about hip injuries and quarterback. Hip is what creates velocity. It's not your arm. It's not your arm. It's your hip. Nobody was discussing this back when he was coming back from a potentially career-ending hip injury. But
by the way, I was just talking about that a couple of weeks ago when most of the people in the media and fans, when he skips that pass to Mac Hollins, they think it's arm strength, and it's not arm strength. It's him scrambling from the pocket and
not stepping into it.
He's standing sideways when he's throwing that ball. He can't
all
do that.
Quarterbacks do that.
No, but he can't do that. Drew Brees can't do those things. Bob Greasy can't do those things. He's not an arm quarterback. Those are the big guys. Those are Big Ben and Tannehill and guys that have like strong bodies on the top where they can be all arm. Josh Allen, Herbert, they can do those kind of things. He has to reset himself at that moment so he can put his hips into it so he can deliver that ball to Mac Hollins. But because he's under duress, because he's scrambling, it becomes a problem for him in that moment, and he ends up skipping the ball because he can't get his lower body into the throw.
Okay, and so I got it. I got it up. This is from
that's personal stuff between you and your wife. I don't want to know anything about that. Okay.
Listen.
You didn't pick up on that one either?
No, I didn't.
I got it up. You said I got it up. Jesus Christ. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
I'm slow on the delivery.
You know, there's 472 people on the chat board. They're all laughing because they all picked up on it. So that means there's 473 people here, 475 with me and Sean, and you're the only one out of 475.
You know what my therapist says? My therapist says that I spend so much time preparing my rebuttal and statement that I do not listen. See, wow. So you and my wife, you got the same complaint. Okay. Can I have my rebuttal, please?
No, you can have your rebuttal and try to find your memory too at the same time. Go ahead.
Don't bring up the memory. That's a totally different issue. Why are you? I told you I got Alzheimer's in my family. It's a sensitive subject.
Don't say that. Don't say that word. Don't say
that. It's a very sensitive subject. I'm worried. My wife is worried. From a guy who played quarterback at a high level in the NFL, coached quarterbacks, college and the NFL. Okay. Tua is going to be a great backup QB. His issue is he just doesn't have enough plus stuff in any category. Arm strength, athleticism, personality, size, demeanor. Not his fault. He was drafted early in the first round. He didn't draft himself. So then I say, if you put him with Sean Payton, if Sean Payton gets a hold of him with his accuracy and anticipation, could he be a upper echelon starting quarterback? He says the Drew Brees comparison is fair. He just doesn't seem to have the anticipation or the mentality of Brees, or for that matter, Kurt Warner had. He's young, so maybe a Sean Payton type can bring it out of him. The Miami experience has been completely unfair to him. I will say that.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, that's obvious. Please.
I mean, it is unfair. But listen, everybody goes through adversity in this league. Look at it.
Everybody goes through adversity, period. That's life.
Everybody goes through adversity. If this is the hardest it gets for Tua, look at the Tim Tebow adversity. If this is the hardest it gets for Tua will never have to work a real job a day in his life, ever. Not because of the money he's made in the NFL, not because of the money he'll make the rest of his career if he stays healthy, not because he could go do TV right now for Tim Tebow and spend a decade, if not two, making millions at TV.
Yeah.
If this is the hardest adversity, hell, what's his name?
But it's not. By the way, for the record, Tim Tebow makes a lot of money doing TV. Don't really care about him on TV.
I don't care. He can make a lot of money speaking.
He does nothing for me on TV.
He can make a lot of money on the speaking circuit. It does. Yes, I get you.
He's he's a way better human being than I'll ever be. But I got to tell you, on TV, there's no entertaining value to it whatsoever.
The point is, and as I was saying, as the advocate for the players, I had to write what I wrote because when there was this word out that there's a total commitment, they didn't have an issue with, okay, Flores lost a power battle with Tua and Greer. I mean, it really was a tag team. So I don't think if Flores was back, I don't think Tua would be back. So
Omar, but it shows how short-sighted Flo is, because if they drafted the kid from the get-go, well, then you as a coach should try to do your best.
He did.
To make him. He did not. He should do your best to try to help him succeed.
Hire his quarterback
once you've tried, that's not. Please.
Built his college.
You have no offensive line. You didn't want to get a running back. You don't have an offensive line coach. You decided to put Jesse Davis at right tackle.
Jesse Davis.
Only Flo and you would put Jesse Davis at right tackle.
Wow, I would have put Jesse Davis at right guard. And
you don't put Jesse Davis is a sixth man. I've told you that from day one. But only he would do that. Okay, he did everything.
Jesse Davis played a season with a knee that needed to be fixed and cleaned out, and he shouldn't have.
Well, so why do you play him? So maybe you should keep Flowers and maybe move Hunt to right tackle.
Oh, but when I said that,
I don't know that. No, but that's Flo, not us. You and I can argue whatever we want, but Flo created an environment for the kid to fail. What Flo should have done,
he succeeded. He delivered a second winning season.
What he should have done is gone balls out and helped the kid out. And if he fails,
he would have gotten
then he tells the front office, "Hey, we tried. Now let's go get another guy because this guy's not the guy." But because you didn't try and you created this environment, you also created the big question mark that whether half of us think he can do it and the other half think he can't. And so then that creates the big divide. You didn't get anywhere. Instead of, you should have worked at trying to help him out and trying to create the environment, and you didn't.
They did. They went and got weaponry. They drafted a crap load of resources, used a crap load of resources offensive line. Now they failed. In every area, they failed in terms of giving him the support that he needed. They failed. Not Tua failed. They failed. Flo failed.
Flo failed, right. Like by not playing.
He tried.
Not playing Mac Hollins more, not playing Mike Gesicki more.
They played Mike Gesicki plenty.
No, they didn't play him enough. I mean,
that
it's your best pass catching tight end, bro. You play your best.
He's not a tight end. He's a slot receiver.
Whatever you want to call him, he's still one of your three best weapons. It's Waddle.
He's not a good weapon. He's
Hollins.
The best weapon.
No, he's a great weapon. The problem is they don't know how to use him. Again, I go back to Sean Payton.
I'm dying to see
I go back to
Mike
Sean
Gesicki plays for his next team.
Sean Payton would design offenses for Mike Gesicki, and he would be getting 800 yards a season blindfolded.
If Sean Payton had the cap space, you might be right. I don't know if he does, but I'll look right now.
I'm not worried about the cap space. I'm just saying,
for Gesicki, because I don't think he's coming back.
Coach, and these guys will flourish. But they're not going to flourish if you don't have real coaching. And Flo certainly was not real coaching. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
All right. So what happens with the head coach?
Finally? Holy crap. Wait, give me 1 second. The Saints are $73 million over the salary cap?
Yeah. They have a lot. Yeah.
What?
The Mike Thomas deal. Yeah. Yeah.
How are you $73 million over the salary cap?
Because they had to pay a bunch of defensive players and a couple of offensive players.
Holy crap.
That's why Teron Armstead may be available for the Miami Dolphins.
Like, how are you $73 million over the salary cap? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you have. Well, you Yeah. Hey, this, by the way, this is for you. I'm glad you brought it up. This is for you. No, dude, you're the one that says the salary cap is not real.
It's not real. And you know why?
Well, there you go. Well, that is
Yeah.
real because that's going to cost them now. It's going to limit them from what they can get.
They just keep pushing things back.
Exactly.
I've been joking about who that coins
Drew
for like
Brees,
5, 6 years.
Yes. These are it. This is it.
I've been
This
joking
is why
about
you
who
keep
that,
saying it's
they
not
pay
real.
players and who that coins.
It's real, bro. It's real. It's going to limit them. And luckily for New Orleans, are you ready, Dolphin Nation? Luckily for New Orleans, Jeff Ireland has kicked ass for them in the draft, finding guys so they can keep them cheap in their first 4 or 5 years. Because of those cap issues, they can still be competitive. That's why they pick a Trey Hendrickson. That's why they do the things that they do, and they end up having incredible success. And so you end up having to pay people. And now I think they have to pay the corner. And the corner's kind of a malcontent. So that's going to be a thing now for them. And they traded for another corner, remember, which they have to pay. So that's the problem. They have dealt out a lot of money.
They are about to be rated. Wow.
I know. Yeah.
I haven't done that part of my work yet for the off season.
Yeah, well, those are the examples that tell you the cap is real when you keep
the cap is not real. That what?
You just said they're about to get raked.
They're about to get rated.
What is it? Rated, raked, whatever is going to happen to them. You can't have it both ways.
But them,
you're either Tua or you're not Tua.
The Saints, the Chiefs, the Steelers. Every year they're in the same position. Every year they're just fine.
Yeah.
Now I've never seen them $73 million. That's a lot.
Well, that happens when your quarterback keeps putting back money and all that stuff, and you're paying.
Wow. They've been working off.
Then you have to pay Cameron Jordan, and you have to pay all these other guys, dude. They got a bunch of players on their team, dude. They've got a good team over there. They just don't have a quarterback.
They had a good team. They're about to get raided.
Yeah, they're about to lose to Ron Armstead. That's what I'm saying. That might be one of those guys. I don't know what's going to happen yet, so that's why I haven't really gone.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. This is my argument. The cap isn't real because you know what? By the time we get to March 1st, they'll be right where they need to be. And we'll have traded players and we'll have restructured players.
Because they get back down to the number doesn't mean it's not real. It affects them in not being able to add what they need to finish.
Listen,
next year, those 75 million are going to hurt them next year. That's the thing.
Since we're going to do these arguments, the Dolphins have been one of the top dead cap teams for the last 7 years.
Yeah, Tannenbaum.
Yeah, no, not Tannenbaum. Ireland before that. Tannenbaum.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying they
don't matter. That's how they do contracts. But you know what? What has it ever stopped them from doing? What has it ever restricted them from? Not a damn thing. Every year they're 74.
It's restricted them from winning. They've never won.
Every year, $74 million in cap space. 2 years ago, they spent more money, $147 million. It's not stopping anything. The cap is not.
No. But don't compare a team that's created cap space to a team that's lost all its cap space.
Yeah,
see, the old Dolphins could be compared to the Saints. The new Dolphins are not compared to the Saints.
No.
They don't have the team of the Saints.
They have never done business like the Saints do business.
No. But what I'm saying is now they're doing different, where they're trying to stay as liquid as possible at times. So they have contracts and they're kind of creative where they can get in and out of all those kind of deals.
Every team has those, but they live off them. Yes. And
now they do.
No, they've done that. They've done that even back to the Parcell years. Don't do that. They've done that. You know who they
were always over the cap. What I'm saying is now they're managing it a little bit better.
It's the same.
With a lot of dead cap money.
I do the business of the NFL better than most people, and there are two players who've ever finished contracts with the Miami Dolphins during my stay here: Randy Starks and free agents that signed contracts. Randy Starks and somebody else. The name escapes me. It's not because of how they do business. They don't do business any different than the majority of teams. The Saints do business different than the Saints, Steelers, Chiefs, And there's another
The
team
Saints'
that
problem was the Drew Brees stuff that kept rolling over, bro. I mean, that final year was
no,
brutal.
you can't be you're 74 million for a reason. I don't know what that reason is.
Yeah, no, this is. I'm sure there's some dead money left over. Remember, we had Ndamukong sue dead money for 2 years. We had 19 and 13 million for 2 years. Okay, for the 2 years, I'm sure they're having some Drew Brees money again this season. They had it last year, the first year without him, and they'll have it, I'm sure, again this year, and then they'll have other things.
11 million in dead money this year. Let me check next year for Drew Brees.
Right. So I bet the number's bigger this year. Like Sue's was 13.
11 and a half this year too.
Okay. So because Sue's was 13 1 year and then 19.
They've got 12 million in dead money this coming season. What their issues are, I would have to dig deeper to try to figure this out. They've already got 54 players under contract. So that's a lot. Dolphins.
Oh no, they're gonna have to gut that team quite a bit.
Yeah,
they're gonna have. They may make some trades. That's one guy they're dying to get rid of, but nobody will trade for his, crazy ass because he's just
his cap hit is $24.7 million. If he's cut, you get 22.7 back. So
yeah,
they don't care.
Yeah, but they can't get any the value.
Oh, if he's traded, you get 22.7 back. You can trade him for a 7th round pick and you get cap space.
Problem is who wants him. That's
somebody's going to take that new deal. Trust me, I've heard his name mentioned here. So
yeah, they can mention it all he wants, but he's a malcontent, bro.
So with a new deal, he becomes a more pleasant individual.
But he would be perfect for this system.
Well, you don't know what system it is. They're going to be building.
No. I do know what system. What I'm saying is, it's not a matter of knowing the system. What I'm saying is
system.
What I'm saying is he's an expert at working underneath and possession and getting open,
quarterback.
Where Waddle will be the guy that can stretch. So what you did with Waddle, you can do with Michael, and then you can make Waddle the X. That's what I'm saying. That's my point. No matter what system you run, it doesn't matter. Michael will be what Waddle was, and then you'll make Waddle what we all wanted him to be eventually.
The question is, how much does he think he's worth? And would he want to play with Tua? He's 28, so this is.
I don't know, man. Michael Thomas is one that's very, very dangerous, man. But the one thing you brought up that you're 1,000% right. The compensation will not be much.
Yeah.
Because nobody's giving up a 1st, 2nd, and 3rd round pick for Michael.
They might
Thomas.
have to give you a draft pick to
it might be somewhere you just said like a late pick.
No,
so
but if they cut him,
you're not really taking a major flyer, on the draft.
No, if he's got no guaranteed money, and if they cut him, they get the same savings. So nobody's going to be they're not going to give up a draft pick. I haven't done. Usually in the offseason, if I'm not doing a coaching search, I start to dig into all of these things and issues in the business, and it sort of helps me forecast the league. He won't be traded unless there's some team like Sean McVay who says, I must absolutely have him. He'll want to be released so he can go to the highest bidder. But I don't know what his market would be. I'm like, he's 28. The question is, he hasn't been on the field for a full season, but that's more of a issue with his organization than it is.
Also being an asshole that he kind of waited to the last moment to have a surgery right before the season.
It's his right.
Early in the offseason.
It's his right. It is his right.
Be a team player. Do it early in the offseason.
You always want them to be a team player, but you never want them.
Hell yeah, I want them to be a team player. You're part of a team. You're part of a team, dude.
Listen, team ain't gonna look out for you.
Omar, you're part of a team.
Listen,
they need
the New Orleans Saints signed him to a 5. Hold on. The New Orleans Saints signed him to a 5-year, $96 million contract in 2019 and want to get out of it after 3 years. Is that a team player? Is that team?
You seen? Dude, you really don't know the issues with Michael Thomas, bro.
I don't care.
You need to look into it. That's you're having a discussion with me, and you have not.
Johnson and
go if you know any of the beat writers, go call
those
guys.
I don't need beat writers. I know his position coach. Talk
to his position coach. If he's honest with you, he'll tell you. Well,
he'll be honest.
Guy's a-hole. Well, find out.
I will. If
it's a guy that could get 100+ catches, and he's really good, and 3 years in, they already want to get rid of him. What do you think is going on behind the scenes?
A business issue. It happens all the time. Usually,
not in New Orleans.
Yeah,
everybody loves playing there for Sean Payton, dude. How many players have been having problems with Sean Payton over the years?
Just because you do realize Sean Payton nearly left the Saints because he was having issues.
Answer the question for me.
I don't know because I don't cover them.
I don't over the years.
I don't know because I don't cover them and I don't pay attention that close.
Nobody. But Omar, if you're an offensive player, how do you not want to play there, dude?
Michael Thomas clearly didn't. Michael Thomas clearly didn't because
that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know.
There's so many different business issues and financial issues that impact or factor into players' decisions, especially the medical. And I don't judge them one way or the other because I know when any of the 32 teams decide that, hey, we're going to screw this player, there's nobody who's going to stand up for that player and say, hey, that's not right. He signed a contract. You need to honor your contract. No,
his own teammates were pissed at him for waiting.
When they want to shake you down, when these teams want to shake you down and they want to barter you and try to trade you and force your hand and do whatever their will, there's so many pros that once you get to a certain level as a pro, you don't tolerate or put up with the BS. And that's when they push you out of the league. But if you're a good enough player and at a certain level of a player, they have to tolerate it. And so then you see veterans show up for the one mandatory practice and then the mandatory weekend, and they practice once and they say, okay, I'm done. And they go sit it out. And if they go to voluntary work, it's only the voluntary sessions that the media shows up just to make the organization look good. And then the rest of the time they're like, deuces, I'm out. This is how the NFL works. You just don't know about it because
I know exactly about it, but I know exactly what goes on with Michael Thomas. He's not a good dude. You're actually defending somebody that had an opportunity to get a surgery at the beginning of the offseason so he can be ready for training camp.
His body, right?
No, it's his responsibility.
Is it his body?
Yes.
Is it how he makes money? Is it impacting his career?
Exactly. So,
yes. So he has the right to make.
So it's all right for him not to have ready for something he's being paid to do.
Tannehill decided not to have his ACL repaired. It was his choice, his decision, his body.
No, that's stupidity. There's a difference.
Those are our opinions.
You
cannot force your opinion about his body on him. That's like telling a woman.
Come on, Omar. What ACL magically repairs itself? That's a moronic move.
Tannehill believed it would.
Hey, I don't care if he's a religious nut or whatever.
Listen,
and he thought he was going to pray to
stem cell procedures,
and his ACL was going to get all strong all of a sudden.
Yes,
come on.
He believed it would.
It's stupidity compared to malicious.
Michael
Thomas is malicious in not having his surgery at the beginning of the offseason.
He probably feels like he extended his career.
Is a freaking moron to think that, hey, I'll just throw some crazy glue in it.
I don't formulate your opinions about it's not their body. How would you feel if as a rights holder in your media entity, I say you need to go put that stint in your heart, and you need to be on an all veggie diet because it's going to make you live longer and you can be better on radio.
Okay, that's a great suggestion.
So are you down? How do you feel about me saying those things?
Look at my fat ass. Do you think I'm going to stick to vegetables?
And you need to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning and exercise once an hour a day. No. So, but I am saying that because I have a right as a shareholder in your entity, in your venture. And
that's right. And there's only one difference. I can still do my job.
Okay. They thought they could do their job.
You cannot do your job.
You might not be able. You might think you're able to do your job.
If your ankle is busted, You repair it because you're being paid to be on the field.
And he felt like he repaired it, and then he realized it wasn't repaired good enough.
No. Look it up. I did
know about it. I did know about
have surgery later. He knew he had surgery. He had to have surgery, and he chose. This wasn't a Tannehill thing that you decided.
No, he tried to rehab it. He tried to rehab it and do everything. Players don't like surgery. You do realize that, right?
No one likes surgery.
No one likes surgery. The minute they cut you open, it'll never be the same.
Omar, nobody likes to go to the dentist too, just in case.
I enjoy the dentist.
One
of my closest friends is a
nobody
dentist.
likes to go to the proctologist either, Omar. I just want you to know that
I need to go to the proctologist, and
nobody likes to visit the tax man. Just want you to know that, Omar. Okay,
but I will because that's my responsibility. Yes.
I haven't seen somebody going, "Yay, I'm getting operated." The hell is wrong with you? Who wants to be operated? Listen, I can't wait till next month. They're taking out my appendix.
Listen, when I had knee pain and I had to have my knee scoped, I was excited about my procedure. It was going to put me out of pain.
Well, that was going to take you out of pain. Exactly.
Then I didn't realize that it was going to be 5 times more rehab than they sold me on, and that the pain wouldn't really go away. And right now, if something ever happened to my knee, I'm not sure I do a surgical procedure. I busted up my shoulder and I said no surgery.
Well, guess what? You can still do your job. Ha.
And he can too next year.
Okay, your editor can say, "Hey, drag your bum ass knee to practice and get me that story, damn it."
And he can next year. His contract was guaranteed, and he had the right to exert. He had the right to have surgery when he wanted to have surgery. He had the right to treat his injury the way he wanted to treat his injury.
You know what Michael Thomas did, right?
What?
You know what Michael Thomas did, right? He wanted to enjoy his offseason, so he didn't have ankle surgery. And he knew that Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill were the quarterbacks. So he goes,
That's your speculation.
I'm just going by who Michael Thomas is,
man,
and that's the kind of crap that he would be known.
This is why we need I Am Athlete, for these athletes to have the opportunity to speak for themselves.
Oh no, Michael shouldn't have any more opportunities. He's buried himself enough. You have not followed that story, my man.
No.
He's not followed that story. You have not followed Michael Thomas's comments throughout that. Michael Thomas is not a good dude, bro. Not a good dude. He's a bad dude.
I don't know. You're not going to speculate.
You know there are some bad dudes in the league, right? You know that, right? There's some guys that just are not good people, right? You do know that, right? You can't defend everybody the same way.
Unless, yes, I just covered one. I listen.
Matt Collins is a golden boy. You know, he's awesome to cover. Not everybody's like that. Not everybody's as great a kid as Jalen Waddle. That you can tell he just is a phenomenal young man with great upbringing. That's not the case everywhere. Michael Thomas is neither one of those guys. Not even close.
I don't judge players until I get to know them. And your assessment and evaluation of Jalen Waddle, we will see in time. I'm not necessarily.
You don't think he's a good kid?
I don't know him like that, and I've covered him.
You haven't seen him, how he carries himself? He looks like a really good young man. The way he carries himself. No, you don't think so?
I don't make those judgments until I
from what I see, at least.
From what you see, but it's you see what they want you to see.
I like the way he carries himself. I like the way he handles himself in press conferences. I think he's a really good player overall. Oh, because he's kind of boring. I get it. He's not going to give you like the magical answer that you're looking for. I get it, but he looks like a great kid to me, man.
You like
he does. He comes off that way. I'm sorry.
I
apologize. I apologize if I look at Mike Thomas and he looks like a first-class jerk, and I look at Jalen Waddle and he looks like he's first class.
When Jalen Waddle's complaining and crying about not getting his extension and being forced to play on his 5th-year contract, I'm going to check back in 4 years and see.
Is he holding out? Is he calling people names, or is he just?
I don't know.
Because negotiating is part of everything.
Okay. And you don't think Michael Thomas
when he starts missing practices on purpose, or not getting his operation when he's supposed to, or not getting treatment when he's supposed to,
Gets the off-season
when he starts
program,
getting
or
DUIs,
when you don't
and
walk
he's
on the line
crashing
with the
into people and
team,
lighting them on fire, then we'll talk.
when you don't walk in line with the team, and then they send their media boys after you and try to portray you as such a horrible human being, and oh, you did this and you're not team first. And man, I've been dealing with that for 14 years. I don't play those games.
No,
I don't. I don't. And that's why the athletes should have the opportunity.
You should carry yourself like a Jason Taylor and a Zach Thomas and those kind of guys. That's it.
You don't think Jason Taylor bossed up on this franchise?
That's right. He did, because he deserved it. But he wasn't a punk about it ever.
Listen, you don't think Zach Thomas bossed up on this franchise?
And he deserved it.
But you're okay with that because you're on their side now.
No. Did Zach Thomas ever do something to hurt the team? The answer is no. No, the answer is no, dude. I watched him his whole career. He never did anything to hurt this team. Did Jason Taylor do that? Did Sam Madison do that? Did Pat Surtain do that? Did Tim Bowens do that? These are guys I covered every day. They never did anything to hurt the team. Mike Thomas did. Mike Thomas chose not to have surgery, and he wasn't available for his team at the beginning of the year. So, I don't even know how many games he ended up playing this year.
He didn't play at all. He has a right.
What's there to defend?
There's to defend that you don't know what his issues were with his ankle. You don't know what his rehab program was.
The issues were he didn't have the surgery early so he can be available.
No, you know what the team wants you to think and know. You do. I work in the media. You do.
I go with track record of people, and this is not the only incident that Michael Thomas has had. Him and Sean Payton has had to address several incidents with Mike Thomas. Again, you know what? You're not really following that situation.
I'm not following that situation, but I know how the situation. I know how
you're arguing with me about it.
Every receiver's out for themselves. Every receiver doesn't care about the team. It's the same old song all the time.
You didn't even think that Jason Taylor, Zach Thomas are anywhere near Michael Thomas.
No, what I'm saying is
insanity.
What I'm saying is that every player is their own franchise. And how you do business with your franchise, especially regarding your health care and medical care, in my opinion, is your business. Now, how it impacts the team? Oh, well, but you need to, as a player, advocate for your franchise and your business. And if Mike Thomas says sitting out this season, getting paid the same amount of money and sitting out the season is what's best for Michael Thomas, the franchise, wherever I end up next year, 2 thumbs up for me. And whether it was Jason Taylor or Zach Thomas or Sam Madison or Jalen Waddle, it don't matter who does that. In this situation, whenever it comes to a player and his own medical care or treatment, I never and will never say, oh, he's taking the wrong approach. Never to this day, even though I believe it. Ryan took the wrong approach. I believe it. But you know what? Ryan did what was in the best interest for Ryan Tannehill. And you know why? Because he's sitting on his second $100 million deal.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Ryan won. Ryan Tannehill,
in that case,
won.
I really can't argue with you on that one, because Ryan missing time, I don't miss him. So it doesn't really matter.
Oh, come on. Jay Cutler was horrible that year. He wasted $10 million.
It's your boy, Jay Cutler.
Stop it. Let's stop it.
Follow him on Twitter.
Jay Cutler was great until you started hitting him. And then he made business decisions.
That's not good.
Yay.
There's apparently for you in your world, it's all right to screw your team any way, shape, form you can.
No, listen.
There is no commitment to team in your world. It's all commitment to I.
Screw team.
Yeah, exactly.
You come on, Big O. This is the first time. You know I don't believe in team. I don't believe in that bullshit.
Oh, I mean, the ones that do believe in team usually end up winning.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah.
At the individuals like a Terrell Owens and a Randy Moss.
Oh, stop! There are plenty of individuals that are not named
have
Terrell
no
Owens
rings.
and Randy Moss.
They have no rings. Wow, man.
You have
and you got no rings, dude. I'm just saying.
Listen, there are plenty of every player, and I have conducted business like this my entire career. Every player is their own. There are 53 individual franchises on a team, and you have to do what's in the best interest of your franchise. The team is going to want to shoot you up and push you out there.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get all of that.
Who was it? Somebody was playing last weekend. JJ Watt and all these guys. Cam Akers. I'm like, you're a moron. You are truly a moron to be jeopardizing the future of your career to get out there for a team to play in the playoff game. Like, are you coming back 4 months after a surgically repaired shoulder? Like, man, you could do so much long-term damage to yourself. Like, you need to be looking out for franchise number 1 of 53, not the team. All that team bull crap you sell, don't buy it. Never have. Because when the team wants to do things and they want to justify trading away Eric Flowers to move down 14 spots, they don't do crap that's in the interest of the team. Keeping Eric Flowers would have been the interest of the team. They do crap to satisfy their own agenda.
That's your boy Flo that wanted to get rid of Flowers. I mean,
but it was the team.
We got no control over stupidity.
It was in the best interest of the team. Yes, the team. Man, listen.
No more covering up for Flo. That's the good thing.
What?
Okay? No more covering up for Flo. See, that team responded so well that he wasn't talking to his people the second half of the season. They went on a winning streak. While the idiot was, meddling, they went 1-7. So that's all you need to know. All right, we got Cam Wolf that you exposed coming up next. Follow him on Twitter at Omar Kelly and subscribe to the South Florida Sun Sentinel and make sure you support Omar Kelly and Ira Wyndham and all the other great writers there at the South Florida Sun Sentinel. Have a great weekend, my brother. All right. Remember, you're on Monday.
Yeah, on Monday, and I'm off to and on. Ejected.
Yeah, you've been kicked out. Yes, you have been kicked out of the bandwagon.
All right, bye.
Later. That's Omar Kelly, baby, and our EJDconstruction.com Miami Dolphins report.